Hello, hello. Welcome back. This is Awaken with Debb. I'm Deborah Kaye, and here we awaken to our soul's true essence of learning who we are, finding our purpose, removing the things that no longer serve us, and becoming the light that the world needs because change starts from within. And I'm ready to live in a wonderful heaven on earth. Who's with me? Give me a little emoji for something that when you think of heaven on earth, what is triggered for you? Maybe your passion of a hobby is triggered for you. So put that emoji down below. Let me know. Otherwise, yeah, let's dive into this a little bit. So here on the channel of Awaken with Debb, we talk about our inner psyches. We talk about our experiences. We talk about overcoming trials and tribulations. We talk about stepping into being our best selves without feeling broken, without getting stuck in the healing trap. It's a loop. Trap, loop. We do have to heal things, but things are never healed. We're not stitching things up. We might be doing surgery on our soul, but we're not healing. And there was 111 somewhere in there when I said that. There is I have so many downloads coming in today, and already I am so behind schedule this morning. I shouldn't even be taking the time to do this video. Honestly, I should be doing my adult responsibilities and getting to my regular job. But this is the calling of God, and I am a sovereign human being. This is where this moment is meant to be. With that said, I have been in a stage of rest, and a stage of rest is something that is not foreign to me. I've had small cycles of rest, kind of, not really. I'd like to pretend. Rest is something that a lot of people like to feel guilty over because we feel like it's not productive. We feel like nothing's happening. But rest is, it's nothing to feel guilty over. I wrote down a sentence before this video, and as I'm procrastinating, waiting for this sentence to pop in my head because I have forgotten it. So, one moment. Rest is God's moment for soul recalibration. It is not laziness. When I talk about awakening to our inner purpose and aligning to our true selves, that also means aligning to faith. Because as we align to faith, that says that as long as I am being true to myself, there's a lot of planning and praying and remembering and anxiety and like a lot of that can disappear because I have faith that God is taking care of those details. So when we're aligning to our purpose, we're also aligning to faith. And although they sound like they could be two separate things, they are not. When I heard the description of aligning to faith, to allow the surrendering of God to take over the plans and things, to me, I was like, yeah, that's living in your purpose. You're trusting that as long as you are following what your soul and God is telling you to do, then everything is always going to work out for you. And sometimes when things don't work out for you, it's because it's working out for you. As strangely and odd of a paradox as that is, but the more that you practice this energy of living in faith, then the more you understand it and the more it's very true. Again, I've had a lot of downloads coming in this morning, and it's hard to decide which ones are meant for you, because these videos are timeless, but the messages are always meant for you. What does timeless mean? That means I might be posting it now, and if you're watching it now, the message is for you now. If you're watching this message months or years from now, that's when the message is for you. I just had goosebumps as I said that, because time doesn't exist and everyone is at a different stage. And sometimes you'll re-watch videos and understand them on a whole different level. And that goes with anything. We're always learning and leveling up. We are always repeating lessons. I had a friend that recently passed a 25-year milestone in a passion of his, if you will. But the passion that he has chosen is so much more than just a passion, because it requires extreme dedication and skill, and to be in it as long as he has, it takes a lot of courage, because you lose a lot of people, not just from life changes of people moving on, but also through death. And in that experience, as we were out celebrating, as I'm drifting off, it's sorry, camera, looking at the camera, this is the story I wanted to share this morning. As we were celebrating yesterday, there's 5 of us around, so conversations all back and forth between everyone. So there's definitely moments of being able to like step back and observe the environment. And from the moment that a certain person walked into the building, just a solo person, very bundled. It was chilly out. It's autumn in the desert. You didn't need to be bundled like that. Being able to read people and read energies is such a gift and yet a burden, because you see things you probably don't want to see. That person was dealing with something heavy. And not only do I know that by the layers that they were wearing, by the way they had their face cover, and just going into a restaurant to sit in a corner and eat alone, and the look that that person had, book in front of them, their face wasn't at the book. Their face was up high. The glaze was not out here. The glaze was internal. Gaze. Their eyes were glazed over as they were gazing. They were not in the matrix in the moment. They may have been in the restaurant with all those people around. That human at that moment in that restaurant was not tapped into the matrix. They were in the ethereal realms of their own despair. And I saw it. And it caught my eye so powerfully, because I first met this person. See, this person knows I've met this person. There was no communicational interchange when they entered the building, which is rare, because usually when people see me, it's, Deb, hugs, big hugs, mad respect everywhere. And this person I first met when they came to town several years ago, and they were a bright and shining star. I'm going to pause there and preface something. The place that I live in, if you have heard of the Sedona vortex of being like, enlightenment energy, go to Sedona to awaken. The place that I live in is a energy of mirrors. If you're going through it, or if you're elevating, it will mirror back to you so fast what you are going through. But it allows the mirror of the expansiveness of opportunity of what is actually available to us. It has triggered and invoked so many darknesses in people, but also brilliances in people. I have seen people become business owners and create empires. I have seen people go the other way and die of drug overdose or suicide. That's how real this hub in the middle of nowhere, in this degree of earth, people worldwide travel here, and every single one of them will say there is no place like this on earth. And every place on earth is there's no place like that place. I guess that's the beauty of earth, and maybe we don't put that connection together, but this place has a powerful energy that will give you what your soul needs to be tested with. And not everyone comes out on the bright side. Is their soul getting exactly what they need for their next evolution, whether it's this lifetime or next? Absolutely. So back to this person, when she came here, she was bright, she was brilliant, and she reminded me of me in a way that she was free, and yet she was still like businesswoman like, and very, very in it, very, very leadership style. And she got into a lot of leadership roles in the community, and she dove in, she blossomed. And I haven't seen her in a few years. You know, it is weird, the energy here. We are all bubbles, and the bubbles are very much like, oh, we're floating around. Sometimes you bump into each other. Sometimes you'll see the one person same time 5 days in a row, and then you'll go 5 years not seeing them. But they're there, they're still here. And it's very interesting. This town I live in is a school of energy in itself. Visit and you will see what I mean. This person I saw last night was not the same person I met when she came here. The soul was so far in the deep end, but she was fighting. She was fighting. That's the thing, is I've recently lost someone who had lost I've recently lost, a lot of people have lost the fight. And I saw her, she was in that restaurant, her showing up to publicly try to be around people so that you're safe. You're not going to do something stupid when you're around people. You are safe. And watching her nourish her body as hard, it was an experience. Did she know that she was being watched as such? No, I don't know. Maybe. I hope so, because I hope she knows that I was sitting there with her in her pain, sending her energy. The clock was 1122. Through that experience, I very much had my eyes on 1111 as well. His hand movements are moving the energy, but also I'm doing them so that you can see where I'm feeling the energy and what it's doing as it's arising. But also the hand movements are helping it move through. If I wasn't on camera, I would take more time for the breath work, but I am on camera. You see these eyes? Salt water from God. If you are going through it and you are watching this video, you are putting in the work to find yourself on the other way through. And I am grateful that you are doing that, because the world needs people of courage like that. This world is going through a major awakening, and it needs as many light workers as possible. And we are spread out across the earth in a grid-like fashion, so that as we light up, see this? We'll connect the dots. We'll bridge the gaps of darkness across the world. One light, two light, darkness in between, expansion. I am eternally grateful for anyone watching this video, because if you are watching this powerful transmission, you are powerful. You are a light worker. You are hearing the call of faith, the call of God, the call of light, the call of transformation and awakening on this planet. If this resonates with you, like, comment, you're ready for a new earth. Subscribe. Feel free to check out some of the other videos. Scrub through the videos. Don't feel pressure to watch them all. They are designed in such a way that wherever your finger lies on that timeline, that's where you're meant to be. I am so grateful to be able to share these messages with people across the world. Thank you. Thank you for witnessing. Many blessings. Much love. This is Awaken with Debb. I am Deborah Kaye. Have a blessed day.